way.
Can you talk about the connection between you and Jaron Hamilton and how that's developed this spring?
Yeah, he's starting to do a few more reps with me, and we caught a big ball for me and a crosser, and I had some good plays in the scrimmage, which is good to see. So just dialing it in with these guys and continuing to work, but he's stepping up.
Where do you see him from a week playing, given that he wasn't here last spring and understands the offense a lot more now?
Yeah, he understands he has a bigger role now. We need him to go win one-on-one situations, and it's just me and him getting on the same page. So we're working through some growing pains right now and just getting better every single day.
Kenny was just talking to us about how outside of Jordan Tyson, he wants to have something where if a defense tries to double JT, there's something that they have to worry about on the outside. What do you envision stepping up?
I don't know. We're gonna see. There's a bunch of guys that we got, and we got to just see them continue to progress. But guys got to start making plays, one-on-one scenarios.
Have you kind of just focused most on yourself and self-improvement this spring?
Just practice to practice. Like early on, it was my pocket presence. I was stepping up too much in the pocket, getting my check downs on 3-level stretches, understanding. Me and Dilly were just talking about it yesterday. How different plays, even though people are getting to the same spots, they're coming from different places, and I got to view it the same read, and just go about my process the same on those plays. So I'm categorizing those and understanding just my thought process going into the play got to be the same.
How is the defense different from last year as far as what looks they're throwing at you?
Yeah, I'm not going to go into all the stuff our defense is doing, but they're showing a not different fronts and simulate pressures like they do really well and stuff like that. So we're seeing everything, and it's really good for me and the offense to work through.
How are guys responding to just your leadership and the intensity that you bring and correcting things when it needs to be?
I think it's good. I kind of tried to tailor off it from the start of spring ball just because we haven't played ball in so long and people are still getting their feet wet. But now I'm really starting to get on people's heads more, and we got to really start clicking. And I got to demand more out of myself and more out of them, but they're taking it really well, and people are starting to step up when I bring some juice, which is what we need to see.
How are you handling the pressure of being a ranked top quarterback in a top team this season?
Yeah, I don't think it's any different than any other season. You still go about practice exact same, and still the same goal for me every time. Just get better day by day and not focus on, what the media is saying. With the progression, what people are assuming that we're going to do this season and everything like that. So just taking it day by day, getting better, bringing our guys with us. We got some new guys, so it's just figuring out who's going to step up.
How's the dynamic with you and Ben developed over the spring?
Oh, it's been really good. He was struggling early on, but he's doing a lot better now, so I'm really proud of him putting in that work. He's a grinder, super smart guy, and then just talking to him in the line and having them hear my voice again, and, so we're not having any false starts or anything, and, the ones are doing a way better job of that now.
How would you say Coach Rubio is kind of challenging you to take that next step and continue to elevate yourself?
Just the stuff that he's given me on my plate for handling the entire offense. I got to make every single play go. If guys aren't lined up, it's on me. I got to be the most mentally, physically, and emotionally tough player on the field. And he said even in the building, so that's my goal is I got to beat whoever out in terms of that, and then just bring it every single day. He's bringing the juice like always, and in the meetings demanding a lot out of us. So, he's doing a great job, and I'm just trying to prove him right.
Over 2/3 of the way through the spring now, is there a specific offensive position group that you've seen the most growth from so far?
I'd say the wideouts, just because it's new coming in. They didn't know any of the plays or my timing with them, so that's always going to be the biggest improvement when you have new guys at that position. Running backs are doing a great job too. The O-line, we got some new returners and some new guys who are stepping up. So I'd say the whole team is a collective. Offensively, defense, they have a lot of guys coming back, but really proud of the receivers so far.